Hey guys, Kurz here with you today. Today I want to go over this, got a makeup brush holder here, and you can definitely do other things with it. But as you can see here, there's plenty of makeup brush in here, so that's obviously what we're doing with it. But all right, let me get this camera angle changed a little bit here so you guys can kind of see what I'm seeing here. So first, just the basic stuff. We have, this is what it kind of looks like here. Well, this is what it's going to look like sitting on your counter, because they do have this little door here that is designed to be shut. That way it just kind of a little bit more pleasant to the eye, I guess, sitting on your counter rather than having all these brushes exposed. Again, they're just doing something here to make your countertop look a little bit more neat and tidy. But that's the basic gist of what it looks like here. All right, so on top we have this little golden like knob right here. So this is not really functional. When I first looked at this, I thought maybe this was going to have like a metal, not a tube, but like a metal piece, I guess, kind of connecting the bottom to the top just to make it more sturdy. But there's nothing else in there. It's just a decorative little piece. Reach in here, there's really nothing there. As far as the bottom of this goes, pretty straightforward. You know, nothing going on too fancy here. Everything just kind of snaps on. So, I mean, as far as the look and the feel of this, I really do like the way that it looks. But if you are looking for a piece that's probably going to last you a very long time, my guess, again, I'm just guessing, you know, we've had this, but, you know, maybe a week if that. My guess would be this is probably not going to be it. I don't think this is something that's going to last you a really long time. And that's kind of what I was talking about here. I thought that maybe there was going to be a metal piece connecting this bulb to kind of the bottom here. And if there was, that would be kind of the metal part where you'd have like maybe a screw or a nut or something in there. Just kind of hold everything together. That would make it a little bit more sturdy. But everything's pretty much just snapped together, which definitely does not affect the way it functions or the way it looks. Again, it still works perfect. It looks very nice. But again, I just don't suspect this is going to be around 5 years from now. You know, I think it's probably going to be, you know, in pieces at that point. But so far so good as far as how it looks and functions. As far as opening, you have a little tab right here. There it is. So that way you can grab this or just touch it, slide it open here. The part in here, this does not come out. Again, that's something I thought that maybe it would do, because if you're putting a lot of brushes, different things in here, obviously you're going to need to clean it at some point. The bottom is going to fill up with dirt and, you know, powders and so on. So I do think it would have been nice if this could have came out so you can kind of clean it properly, but it doesn't. Again, it's not a huge, it's not a deal breaker. Again, it looks nice and it works. Again, I don't think this is going to be something that's going to last you for, you know, many years to come. Whenever it turns around, you have different heights. This is going to be a little bit taller over here. You spin it around, it gets a little shorter. And these are broken up into several little kind of compartments. It looks like 3 here. So you have the first one here. Yeah, that one, get a little bit taller wall over here. This one, yeah, that's the same. That's kind of the same height as this. Yeah, I guess it'd be a little bit taller on the back here. But, you know, you kind of have 3 different size walls here, just so that we can kind of put different brushes depending on what you're wanting to put in there. And you can see here, you could fit a lot. I mean, my wife has a lot of brushes in this thing, so it definitely holds plenty. And again, it looks good, it works, it functions. You know, all in all, it is something I would recommend you getting if you're looking for, you know, something that's just kind of cheaper, on the cheaper side. Again, it doesn't make it a bad product by any means. This is plastic, it's relatively lightweight, but again, it looks good, function. So there you go, guys. If you are looking for something a little bit more on the budget friendly side, I would definitely recommend this. So there you go. So I hope somebody out there got something from this video, and thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.